Go.
Welcome to Keep It a Brick with Hailey G.
This is the king of the coast. Let's make it official.
We're tapping into the hottest topics in the game.
If you don't know, now you know.
A fresh perspective on culture, entertainment, viral news, and just about everything happening around us.
Y'all better listen up closely.
You know we ain't holding back.
Can you feel me?
Now, it's time to keep it a brick.
Is that clear? All right, yeah.
And the man on the couch is in the building. And welcome to another episode of Keep It a Brick. We in the motherfucking building.
We here.
What's good?
What's good, bro?
Here. Not much. All right, so I know y'all kind of worried. Last week we took a little break. You know what I'm saying? Man on the couch had to get off the couch, handle business. Like straight up.
Yeah, sometimes we got to do things. You know.
Do things we don't want to do.
But yeah, that was on me last week. But we back. We back
in the building.
And by the way, for future reference, I gotta go to Michigan too. I have to make a trip to Michigan and possibly Colorado after, but not soon after.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to make a trip out there to Cali this summer. So
we'll be looking forward to your arrival when you decide to come to Cali.
Travel, people. Yeah. Travel.
Hey man, here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you what my OG used to tell me. Excuse me, about traveling. Traveling, bro, slows down time. The more you travel, the more time slows down. When you're doing monotonous things, you know what I'm saying, time kind of speeds up on you and gets away from you.
Yes, sir.
So that's my brick of reality today.
Big travel.
Travel, slows down time.
Gotta travel, people. I don't care where you go. You ain't never been there, you want to go there, go there. Do a turnaround. Go get a taste of a different atmosphere, different air, different people, different scenes, different fucking cultures.
Right.
Check that shit out. That shit fun, man. That shit nice, man.
Hey, I would say one even better, bro. Do it big, like Granddad on the Boondocks, man. Do it big.
All right.
Do it big.
And listen, it's tax season.
Yeah.
Y'all got that little money. Let your boy hold something. You heard me? I gotta pay my rent, man.
Real quick, on the tax season note, don't go spend all your tax money on motherfucking crab legs this year, my nigga. Please don't.
Or
please don't.
Or don't be a JJ. You know what a JJ is, my boy?
Shoot, what is a JJ?
A JJ is a January to July. And what we mean by that is them motherfuckers who only have a car for 6 months. Don't be a 6, 7 months. Don't be a JJ. If you're going to do it the right way. Get you a car. Don't go buy you a lemon. Make sure you run the car. Check the car.
Bruh,
don't just buy anything.
Yeah, please don't be a JJ. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm JJs.
We here at Keep It a Brick, we don't approve of the JJ. You know what I'm saying? But before we go any further into this episode is brought to you by Irie Breeze Barbecue Sauce. Irie Breeze Barbecue Sauce. Make sure you go fuck with that shit. Look on Google. It's there. Also, don't forget Deb's Sweet Treats. Deb's Sweet Treats. You can find them on Instagram at Deb's Treat Shop or debstreetshop.com. Glad I got that out the way.
Ooh.
Got the pleasantries out the way.
Let's get into it, big brother.
Let's get into it. All right, man. First motherfucking topic of the week. We're going to talk about Dwight Howard in his 84-point game in Taiwan. Dwight Howard, if you do not know, is playing in the Taiwanese league for the Taiwanese Leopards. Whatever. Wait, no, they're not. They're called the Leopards. I don't know how to say this name, and y'all ain't gonna get me up in here. It's Taiwan Leopards. So, the man scored 84 points, 37 rebounds, 9 assists, and 14 blocks.
Dwight over there playing 80s NBA basketball. Big man and shit. What with a big man and shit? Give it here. I'll score.
Though, you know what the problem I hate about? I like this for Dwight, but the thing I hate was Shaq hating on it, bro.
Shaq do not like that man.
I don't know why though.
I think it's because you remember the dunk contest.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's because of this, and he came. Dwight came out as Superman. He had the cape, I think.
Yeah, but that was him paying homage. It wasn't on no. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on no fuckboy shit. It was him paying homage.
It ain't like he met you as a child and you disregarded him, Shaq. You know.
I'm just saying.
That boy playing 80s basketball over there. 80s NBA basketball.
84 points, man.
Boy looking like Will.
Shit. He literally passed Kobe's score if he was playing in the NBA. He would have broke the record.
But you know what that let me know though, bro?
What's that?
That the NBA is really harder than we think. It got to be way harder than what we think, man. Dwight was what? Back in his prime, averaging 23, 24, I think.
Agreed.
Out his prime, Dwight about 36, 37, I think.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah. He over there playing basketball for the people. He over there looking like he young Dwight again. I think the NBA is harder than what we think it is, man.
And it may be possible. That may be true. I think, for one, congrats to Dwight on scoring 84 points in the Taiwanese league. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to him, because that's no easy feat to score 84 points.
Hell no.
Period. That motherfucker must have been hitting threes like a motherfucker. That's the only thing I can think of. Secondly, yeah, I want to agree with you on that. The NBA is much harder, way more competitive. You know what I'm saying? The game is different. You know what I'm saying? Their style of game is different compared to our style of game.
Yeah.
Our style of game here is fast breaks, three-pointers. Niggas in the NBA live and die by the three-point shot.
Yeah, I was looking at highlights today and I was like, damn, watch he step back and take a three.
That's all you knew he was going to do?
That's all I kept seeing. I'm like, yeah, it's a 3-point lead.
That's all you see. Step backs and threes, bro.
Yeah.
Where's the lie?
And then people wonder why you don't play defense. Because it don't matter where you...
What the fuck? Why play defense when the only thing I got to do is step back and shoot a three?
The niggas are shooting threes from everywhere.
Mid-court. Niggas is shooting threes from the logo.
Okay.
Looking at you, Dame, and LeBron.
Hey,
LeBron don't even do that shit no more.
But listen, I appreciate you saying that, because I had an argument about that recently about LeBron, logo LeBron. I said he was doing that as a kid.
Bro, a lot of people don't remember that LeBron was actually throwing the ball full flight from full court and making the shots.
I'm glad you said that. Argument made, argument born.
Man.
Can't wait till they hear this one.
I mean, again, can't hate the GOAT. Like, you can't hate the GOAT, man. Anyway.
I will keep, we going. What we got?
I don't know. Speaking of more NBA shit, Jalen Rose came out this week and said that men should spend a minimum of $100 for a haircut. Minimum $100 for a haircut. Our residential men on the couch has some discrepancies about that.
Listen, fuck all that. I got you. Jalen, what are we paying $100 for? Black spray? Black spray? It's being so overused, so much everybody's putting black spray in their hair. Listen, man, Jalen, you gonna start an uprise with barbers and fucking clientele because you want people to be paying $100 per visit. Listen, you gonna get barbers beside themselves. Some of these barbers ain't even worth it. I had to catch you on a late night because I needed a cut real quick. You feel me?
How much? So let me ask you this: how much, if you were to? I know you ain't had your hair cut in a while, so I mean that's just.
I get edged up and shit. I get lined up, yeah.
But you get lined, so I mean I'm pretty sure your lines are probably about what, maybe $20.
25.
25.
25. You feel me?
25 for the line.
Then when I go,
a full cut. What's that?
When I go, I also got to take my boys, my kids, my sons.
So how old is your sons? Your sons are grown. At this point,
16 and 12.
So yeah, they getting grown man haircuts at this point.
You feel me? So I gotta pay for that too, and I don't have. Stop. What's wrong with Jalen? See, niggas with money don't know how to act, man.
Right.
$100?
I don't know, man.
What you paying a cut, bro?
All right, so here's the deal.
Oh shit. Oh shit. What you that wasn't here's the deal.
Listen, I'm like, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal on that. my old barber, who I used to go to, he used to charge me. He's charged me like 30.
That's
you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
I could deal with
That's
that.
okay. Okay, but I had some issues. See, and here's the deal, and this is where I kind of agree with Jalen somewhat. Somewhat. And this is where we kind of, me and you gonna differentiate.
Probably not. Let's go. Let's talk.
So with that barber, right? He would do some shit. Like I would have to go to his house. I had to chase this nigga down. Sometimes my line wasn't crispy enough. You know what I'm saying? Beard wasn't on point. Like right now, your boy is on point right now.
Oh, I see you, my God. I see you.
Thank you. I
see what you did.
But to make a long story short, man, he was doing some fuck shit. Like he would sit down and fucking line my shit up.
You felt you speaking on a level of professionalism.
Absolutely.
That's what you see. I understand the argument when you want to speak professionalism, but I'm not going to garages and people's houses. I'm going to an establishment.
I get that too. So now with my new barber, it's more of okay, I gotta book him, right? I'm booking online. He got his own private space. I ain't gotta chase him down. I know where he's at. You know what I'm saying? When I first started going to him, it was $60. It was $60. And that was for my haircut and the beard. Fair enough. Now, since I've been there, the nigga done had 2 price raises.
That boy said 2, not 1, 2 people.
Not 1. So it went from 65, and then it went from 65 to 70. But again, haircut, beard, 1 hour.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
He gonna take his time with you.
He's gonna take his time with you.
Okay, I get you.
So again, I get the argument that Jalen Rose is trying to make. If you want a good haircut, by all means, you may have to spend a little bit more because you get what you pay for, right?
Exactly.
But $100 for every haircut? Nah. Now, if this nigga go up to $100, I'm out, bro. I already said if he go up again on his prices, nigga, I'm out. I don't give a fuck how good you cut my hair.
I got the luxury of having one of my sons actually trying to cut hair now. He's been teaching himself how to cut.
That's what's up.
I would give him a couple years. Son, I need you to cut me up. How much you gonna charge me? You can't charge me. I brought you in the world. But listen. You can't charge me. I brought you in the world. But I understand. If we speaking on professionalism, what they giving out the services now, it's about services too. If I'm paying $100, I expect the hot towel. I expect the goddamn face massage. You doing all this extra shit. You picking the
right.
You feel me for $100. You get me? Not just you just taping me up and lining me up and stuff like that, but I expect the whole service.
Again, it's about the service, about the professionalism of the service.
Yes.
So I get what Jalen is saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to chase down my barber every fucking day to get a motherfucking haircut.
But for Jalen,
I don't want to chase nobody to give them my money.
Yeah. For Jalen,
so I get where Jalen is coming from.
I could cut Jalen and add that black spray.
Well, see, and that's what somebody else said. He's like, it's easy for him to say that, like he ain't got shit up there. I don't want no smoke with Jalen, man, because Jalen live in my city, so I don't want no smoke. And I've seen Jalen here. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've seen Jalen here. I ain't no punk bitch, but I just don't want no smoke with you, Jalen. I know you Jalen. From the Fab Five, nigga. You from Michigan. You like to put hands on niggas. But
I think shout out to Jalen too. He was just in the last episode of BMF, matter of fact.
Oh man, Jalen Rose is dope. I love Jalen Rose, man. I got a lot of respect for Jalen. You know what I'm saying? But that $100 haircut, my nigga, I can't get with that.
You lost me with that. You lost me with that one, big bro.
Can't get jiggy with that shit, bro.
Halle may not want the smoke. Cash only, the man on the couch and take all the smoke. Chimney smoke.
Well, it's easy for you to take the smoke, nigga, when you in Florida.
He could get to me. We could have this conversation face to face. He could get to me.
Oh shit!
You feel me?
Again,
I'm trying to come to LA anyway, so I'll find him.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple of times around LA and downtown. I ain't gonna say where, but I've seen him in downtown LA. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, man, like I said, I get it. $100 haircut. I understand why.
Listen, with that being said, it's about to go back to the old days when moms was putting the bowl on your head. You hear me? The Super Bowl.
Nah.
You feel me? Speaking about that, bro. Speaking about old days, childhood memories, man.
Jesus Christ, here we go. You're thinking about to have me out here crying on the couch.
Now, for me, with these childhood memories, I remember if I got like suspended from school or was sick from school, go to my auntie house, and my auntie ain't watching too many things, but one thing for sure that's gonna be on is Judge Mathis. You know.
Yes. Unfortunately, Judge Mathis in the People's Court was canceled this week by Warner Brothers Discovery. I can't say too much on that. That's all I can say. God damn, that's all I can say. Like y'all,
was there a reason for the canceling, or was it just like okay, the show has
just the fact it ran past its prime, it jumped the shark.
Okay. Well,
I want people to understand that Judge Mathis in the People's Court was not on regular television at this point. It was previously, but they took it off TV. They put it on YouTube. Motherfuckers was able to watch the new episodes and things like that on YouTube, along with Paternity Court and all that other bullshit.
Yeah.
It's there. But again, those shows aren't grabbing people or bringing in money. Good news is he has a new court show coming out. Byron Allen is going to sponsor the show. You know what I'm saying? And put it on his network. So we haven't seen the last of Judge Mathis yet.
They got a lot of these, like you said, these shows are on the internet. Thank God that we in the internet age. People still get views. You'll still probably get paid from it. I mean, I think you get paid from it. But thank God it's still for that. It was just, when I heard it or read the article, I was like, damn, we grew up on that. You feel me? We used to love hearing Mathis, Judge Joe Mathis say, crackhead. He was a crackhead.
Bruh, that is like the favorite line of Judge Mathis. I love to hear him say, crackhead.
Oh, no, it's not Joe Mathis. It's Greg Mathis, I think.
Yeah, Greg Mathis.
It's Greg Mathis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Greg. Yeah. He's like, I can smell the crack on you.
Look at you woke up and smoked crack before you came. Like
right.
Him insulting people.
Everybody was a crackhead to Judge Mathis.
Period. Yeah. So they're gonna miss that, but
the People's Court I really didn't care for. I'm not gonna cap.
That's the one with is that the one with the infamous entry song?
Do 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 do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna always be memorable for me.
That's it. That's all I got for y'all.
But it's a lot of shows. It's a lot of those other shows coming out too with courtroom action and different judges and stuff like that. So it's starting to get oversaturated a little bit with me. But
exactly, and you got to think about it. Judge Judy didn't left. She got her own shit on IMDb. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even wearing a black robe anymore on her show. She's wearing a pink robe. You know what I'm saying? She got rid of her bailiff. Again, it's just the sign of the times.
I wish they canceled goddamn Steve and all that. The Steve
Wilkos
show.
Steve was whack.
No. The Steve Wilkos show.
Oh, they did cancel that.
They canceled that. Good. I was like, come on, man.
That shit been great.
Childhood memories, people. We losing some.
Man, I mean, I just remember watching Judge Mathis a lot, bro. I used to watch it when I was a kid.
And then speaking,
anyway, speaking of VIPs and things of that sort, social media. You know what? I ain't gonna even say social media. No, I know it's fair enough to say this. Social media has not been kind to Chris Brown this week.
In certain people.
So you wanna let's talk about Keely Williams, Miss Promises.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
I didn't notice the lisp. I have a lisp, but I didn't notice her lisp back in the day until people started making fun of it.
You know
After
what?
the
I
fact,
never
though.
noticed for you to have a lisp though, bro. Never noticed it until
Yeah.
you said it now. But her lisp is more recognizable than yours. That's real talk.
Because I'm on this mic, you get in front of me, I get tongue-tied like a motherfucker.
Boy,
But I
do
like
too.
talking shit.
But that's something different. But her ass was talking shit about Chris Brown because he made a song with Chloe Bailey. You understand what I'm saying? With Chloe. And they did a little song, and he had a song with Cassie. I just kind of felt like she was kind of jealous that she ain't getting no shine. So for her to stay relevant, what do? You talk shit about this next man.
What shine was she getting anyways? I mean, the only way she was staying relevant was telling her stories. Chris Brown said, choo, choo.
Right. That was hilarious when he turned around and did the choo-choo, bro.
I say this man is wild. Like one thing about that kid, that one thing about Mr. Brown, he's going to talk shit. He's going to fuck with people. But I think she was just coming at him. If she's coming at him about a feature. She wants a feature.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what she want. I don't know if she want a feature. Maybe she wants some dick. I don't know.
I didn't want to say it.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. But I do know one thing that she does want. She wants to stay relevant in this situation. That is what that situation is.
Tell you what.
Secondly, we had people accuse Chris Brown of racism, of colorism, I would say, this week. There was a report that he, in his last concert, that the dark-skinned black women were not allowed inside of his VIP section.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't true. He shows a fucking photo of some dark-skinned women in his motherfucking VIP section. Then you had Tommy talking shit because his baby mama didn't want to speak to her. So she didn't want to let her see the kid or nothing like that. So she said, fuck him and the kid.
What?
And the baby dad.
His kid?
Yeah.
Why people feel so entitled?
I don't know, man.
I don't see. When they accused Chris Brown of colorism, and I guess a group of young women or women went out there and said that he didn't allow darker women in the VIP area, I was like,
right.
He's just gonna get attention because people wants to get the attention. It's Chris Brown. Right. You feel me? It's a headline. It's a headline. Anything Chris Brown is pretty much a headline. He was always in the tabloids. You know, he had his trouble. You know, the man moving on in life, but with that situation, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Even if it is true, right? He didn't want no dark skins in there. How does that make you feel? Like, is it a preference thing, or do you feel like people just don't? Because you know that conversation. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
I think. All right, I don't want to say that colorism does not exist because it does exist amongst Black people.
Yes.
My favorite song by Kendrick Lamar is "Complexion." One of my favorite songs off the, saying Pimp a Butterfly. It's Complexion because he talks about how colorism affects us as a whole, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm of chocolate complexion. You feel what I'm saying? And my brother here on the couch is of chocolate complexion as well. But there are some times where I'm pretty sure we get judged because of the darkness of our skin from other Black people. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens all the time.
Well, okay.
All the time.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
When you say it happens, what do you mean by that? Like, okay, are you saying people are actually saying things to you because you are darker?
Well, there are certain actions, right? There's certain microaggressions, for example, that I would say happens to dark-skinned people compared to light-skinned people. Now, I'm not saying that light-skinned people don't have those same microaggressions either, because they do. You understand what I'm saying? They go through their shit. They got to prove that they're Black enough or they're not Black enough. You know what I'm saying? Some people think they're not Black enough. They got to prove that shit. You know, people questioning their Black card and shit like that. You feel me? Like, it's a thing. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes down to dating, you understand what I'm saying? Because this is where we're at, talking about dating and kind of like dating and having people come through. It is a preference, somewhat. It doesn't mean necessarily that I don't support Black people. Maybe I just like the yellow. I mean, I like light skinned women. And I'm not saying that's completely fair, but that's maybe what he likes. I mean, have you seen Chris Brown baby mamas?
True. I give you that one. That's true. Very true.
That if you've seen Chris Brown baby mamas, you know what you fucking getting. All right. Like, have you seen who he dated beforehand?
All right. But when I asked, like, what you mean by that, like,
yeah,
you have, growing up, people we pick on each other.
Yeah.
And,
we
kids, they be like,
dozens.
yeah, and the motherfucker be like, oh, you black as hell. If that made anybody feel some type of way, dog,
I don't think that makes anybody feel some type of way. But I think, you know what I'm saying, thinking that you're better because your skin is lighter.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
You know how I compare that? You want to know how I compare that?
What's that?
If they said that if a motherfucker that's light-skinned, more light-skinned than me, more lighter complexion than me, feels like they're better than me, I'm going to compare that to when they say girls with blonde hair, they be dumb. Because your assumption of me is very dumb. If you think that,
right. Right.
So no, I don't know. I ain't never really felt inferior or anything. Just no light.
I get that. You probably never felt that way. You know what I'm saying? But I know there are times where people kind of go out of their way to make people feel inferior because of that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's in a different world from which I live in.
Possibly so. And that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've come across people like that dealt with that type of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And those microaggressions. Again, microaggressions are, things that can happen that you wouldn't even recognize.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Some of everybody ain't shit. I don't give a fuck if you're dark skinned or you're light skinned, you're white or you're yellow. Bitch, half of us majority of us ain't shit. So
ain't shit. Ain't worth a pot to piss in and motherfucking fire to throw out on. Like, straight up. Straight up.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? You would, if a motherfucker, I would not expect a motherfucker to put me out if I was on fire, because I know what I am. But anyway, I think it's I think in that situation, like, I don't know, it's kind of it's a slippery slope. I'm not saying that Chris Brown is right, but if that's what it's his VIP section, shit. Stop supporting him if you don't like that.
He paid for it. It's his shit.
Again, stop supporting him if he's like that. Go where you're celebrated and tolerated.
Yes.
You feel me? Go where you're celebrated and tolerated, bro.
And Keely, why you ain't go at Omarion and B2K? Why you had to come talk about this man?
Boom, 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 boom. Touch. No, that's all I gotta say about that for her.
Choo, choo.
Turn the lights on. Oh my God. Oh man. It's wild, bro. It's really wild out here. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Let's talk about since we're talking about the train, let's talk about the train that's called Mac McClung. An NBA All-Star Weekend this week.
Man, have you seen the memes? My boy after the NBA dunk contest.
Bro, so let's talk about that. First of all, can we get a change to the 3-point shooting contest? I kind of honestly feel old boy was robbed. I don't think Dame should have won that. It's the second round that always kind of gets, they combine both scores from the first and second round. Old boy had a 33 in the first round. The second round, I think he had like about 20 something. Dame, on the other hand, just blew. He kind of fucked it up, but the second round he kind of came back. So it's a lot. It's a lot. I will say.
What rule would you like to see changed? What rule would you like to see changed?
I would like to see, for one, I wanted to see Yuta Watanabe from the Brooklyn Nets. He has the highest 3-point percentage in the league. He didn't get no play. Didn't get to play. Rui Hachimura, another high percentage 3-point shooter. Snap. You got all these motherfuckers that couldn't, Laurie, who I think it was Laurie Markkinen that was also playing in this, sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just did not show up for this one. Dame, I give credit to. He did win, but it's how he won that bothers me.
Yeah.
again, they need to change the rules. I think they need to change the rules to that. The dunk contest was dope. Seeing Mac McClung get up there, little small compact white boy just doing all type of 360s and 1080s and shit. That was crazy.
You know what I think about the dunk contest?
What's up?
And I seen that, I think it was Stephen A. said it too. They could go around and sponsor these people that's around the hoods or that's playing basketball all across the United States. Sponsor them to be in a dunk contest because we see better dunks online from average people than what we are seeing in the NBA.
In the NBA All-Star game, yes. In the slam dunk contest.
In the slam dunk contest.
I agree with that. But I also want to throw up some little history though, that the other white person I believe that there's only a couple of white people that's won the slam dunk contest.
Yeah.
Mac McClung. Do you want to know who was? I think the first one was Brent Barry. Straight up, Brent Barry.
What was his dunk
from the Clippers?
What was the dunk?
Huh? Who? Brent Barry?
Yeah, what was his dunk?
It was a glide. He glide from the free throw line.
So anytime somebody glides, it's a 50.
I mean, shit. If you got that much ups, I would. Nigga, you get a 50 from me. Hey, I can't dunk. So nigga, if I see you skywalking, motherfucker, and you dunk, nigga, yeah, you gonna get a 50.
Yeah, but it's a lot of shit you see over. And
wait, did Chris Anderson win? I think
Birdman?
Chris Anderson won. Yeah.
I don't think he did.
Or did he compete?
I think he competed,
one of the two.
But I don't think he won one.
I'm gonna check. I'll fact check that. But anyway, go ahead.
But yeah, I think they should sponsor people around the different areas to perform in the dunk contest. Because I'm tired of seeing the same stuff over and over again. Each year, you see a couple of the same dunks reiterated. They put their own little touch on it. It's the same dunk though, and people are acting excited about it. I'd be like, I see better dunks in game.
So, the first white guy to ever win the slam dunk contest is Brent Barry. Mm-hmm. The second white guy, Mac McClung. It's only two people, white people.
You know that running joke where they say basketball, it started with white guys and the black people came and took it over?
Yeah.
I wonder how this makes
back at it again.
I wonder how them boys feel right now. Like, we did that, even though we don't remember it no more.
Like, man, that shit is crazy, bro. It's a crazy time. I will say that. But all right, let's get to the meat and potatoes of it, though. The NBA All-Star game was trash.
Each year is damn near trash.
Trash. Each year. One, I don't need an hour for you to select the teams.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit.
We already know what the teams were. Y'all have been telling us prior to.
It's unnecessary. You're wasting my time. I would rather you just pick the teams and just go. For one, I want them to end this format of team captains and all that shit. East versus West, let's go. Take it back to what it was originally. But East versus West.
You know why it's team captains now, right?
Yeah. Because the West was getting their ass blown out every other year, or the East was getting blown out every other year.
The West is where it's at. Everybody's in the West right now.
Now. Yeah, I agree.
Everybody's in the West.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing that happened over the weekend, we also had the Elimination Chamber, which I did watch and stuff like that. The Elimination Chamber was crazy. We all knew Sami Zayn was not going to win.
I thought he was.
I knew he wasn't.
I thought he was. I'm not even going to lie. I thought he
was. It's destined for Cody to win this, bro, in WrestleMania.
It's destined?
It's destiny. It is destined for Cody Rhodes to win at WrestleMania. He will be the man to dethrone Roman Reigns. I'm calling it now. This is not a prediction. This is a spoiler.
Spoiler warning.
Just letting it be known. Speaking of spoiler warnings, let's get into it.
Oh, man.
You know what we about to talk about. Ant-Man. Quantumania has come out. So I'm giving y'all motherfuckers the fair warning now. If you have not seen Ant-Man Quantumania, please stop listening at this point. Stop listening at this point. All right?
What did you think?
Everybody good? 6.5 out of 10.
And why?
It was mid.
It was mid? What you thought about Kang?
It was mid. Kang was dope. I do have some discrepancies about Kang, though. But I'll get into that last. The first issue I did not need to know what happened in the quantum realm 30 fucking years ago. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck that Michelle Pfeiffer's character was fucking on Bill Murray. I don't give a shit that she was fucking on Kang. I don't give a shit.
Jokes that we didn't need.
Too jokey. It was a big family movie, if you ask me.
Yeah. I like the cinematic introduction of Kang.
I did as well. The FX, the special effects were dope. Niggas riding on slugs and shit was cool. I do want to smack the shit out of Cassie Lang a little bit because she was annoying as fuck in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. What is she? Who is she?
She's Scott's daughter.
Yeah, I know that, but what is her superhero power, I guess?
She has the same power as him, wearing that damn suit.
Oh, Ant-Man. Okay, Ant-Girl.
Yep.
Cool.
She has whatever the fuck she is. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get into her story, so it was kind of whatever. That was whatever for me. She was kind of being like a little brat in this movie, which kind of bothered me a lot.
I know MODOK offended you.
Actually, I was okay with MODOK.
You were?
I was okay with MODOK. I thought this was like the best version, the only version of MODOK that worked. It worked.
And it being,
I thought MODOK was cool.
So I think
because MODOK is real quick. MODOK is a joke of a character.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? He's not meant to be taken seriously. He's not really that big of a threat. I mean, he's a threat, but he's not that big of a threat.
Yeah.
Compared to Kang, on the other hand, who was just top tier villain.
Do you think they downplayed Kang?
I didn't like his weapons of choice. And I'm not sure that was the actual Kang. If you've seen the movie, you know why I say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a version of him.
So we spent no time in the real time. No time at all. Please understand that. No real time at all. We don't know if this time was slower or progressing faster in the quantum realm because of where they were in the quantum realm.
Absolutely.
So you don't really know. Well, from what they show, you don't get a time skip, a time jump or anything. So they weren't missed. But I watched Loki.
I did as well.
Loki.
First of all, I want to say that end credit scene, chef's kiss. That was great. It was great. It was great. You get Victor Timely, who was another version of Kang. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope. I'm excited for Loki more than I'm excited for the next fucking movie, which is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's the next Marvel film. Before we go
though, I watched Loki. And when Loki got pushed back in time, Loki was in a different timeline.
Yes, he was.
At the end, the season finale.
Yes, he was.
Now, could Scott be in another timeline? Remember, we're dealing with Kang.
That's the thing. I don't know if we know for sure. We don't know what the continuity timeline is at this point. It's supposed to be 616.
Yes.
Technically. That's what it's supposed to be. But we don't really know the continuity of this timeline. Because again, Kang is going around destroying the timelines.
So I asked,
you know what I'm saying?
Could Scott be in another timeline?
Did you pay attention to
Did you pay attention to the coffee servers?
Yes.
At first, they thought he was Spider-Man.
Now they knew who he was. He's Bugman and all that shit.
Of course. Now, no events in the quantum realm should have been known about back on Earth. So what
That's
changed in a day if there was no
I don't
time?
know.
You get what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying, but I don't know. But that's a good fucking question.
Could Scott possibly been pushed into another timeline?
Could have. Possibly. But I also want to, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I don't really know. And I don't want to say. But 6.5 for me, it was okay. I was going to ask you, do you think that there is comic book movie fatigue at this point?
Ooh, damn, that's a crazy way of putting it. For me, because I'm actually looking forward to these movies, dog. It's like,
even though you're looking forward to these movies, do you feel a sense of fatigue watching these movies? Are you still interested? Is the question.
Yes.
Interested and invested.
I'm more interested than invested. Here's why too, because
fair enough.
Last year with this, what is it? What phase 4, right? Entering phase 5, or is this phase 5?
Phase 5. We're in phase 5 now.
Okay, the show's been carrying them.
Yes,
the movies have been besides Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
Besides
Wakanda
Spider-Man,
was in phase 4, right? Spider-Man was also in phase 4.
The shows have been the only thing that's been keeping us going with them. And the shows is a lot different from the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get some of those elements into the movies, but it's going to be two different things at all times, two different entities.
Yep.
I get what your question is. Is there some type of fatigue? Yes, because all I'm seeing now is superhero shit. It's to the point where if I turn on something to watch, it's superhero shit. But what do we have to watch when Hollywood is putting out cocaine bear cocaine, whatever that shit is called?
Cocaine bear,
Bear, yeah.
Shout out to O'Shea Jackson in that, man.
But that's not something. That's not something that sounds appealing to me. I don't.
You know that's a true story.
It happened for real? Did it happen in California?
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
But it did happen for real. That is a true story. It's a true story.
I'm going to look it up.
Look it up.
I'm going to look that up.
It's based on a true story. Yeah, 6.5 for me. Again, it was okay. It wasn't the best Marvel movie, but it was decent for what it was.
Would you say it was a great opener to season phase 5?
No.
No. So hopefully Guardians of the Galaxy can do what it do.
Hopefully Guardians of the Galaxy gonna save that because it was not the best opening for
but then again, the holiday special wasn't all that good for me. With
the holiday special was ass
with Guardians for me, so
it was okay. It was meant to be sentimental and mushy.
Didn't work for me.
It didn't develop any type of plot line. There was nothing connected to it.
Yeah. So let's hope the next movie could do something because I'm a big fan of Guardians.
I like Guardians.
I like the movie.
I think what you call is going to die though.
Who?
I think either Drax and Rocket is going to die.
Okay.
If not, Mantis definitely.
What?
Somebody got to die. Shit, it ain't gonna be Star-Lord.
Is it following continuity of the comic book with Gamora?
Somewhat.
Okay.
But Gamora doesn't. The only thing that's not real was the whole snap and Gamora disappearing. Like that shit didn't happen.
It's fan service. People complain about Gamora.
Somewhat.
Dying.
I don't think Gamora's going to die. I think she lives.
I'm saying in Infinity War, she died. That people complain about that.
And she gets snapped and she dies she dies. Yeah, she just dies. But yeah, she's back.
So you getting tired of superhero movies?
I don't think I'm getting tired of superhero movies. I do want something different. And I think when it comes down to these superhero movies and things like that, I think the biggest issue is, the continuity. You know what I'm saying? Like sticking to what got you to the story or got you to the show. And I get the fact of why they change things up and they switch things up because of the simple fact of the whole predictability of these things and stuff like that. Totally understandable. More power to you. But I need the story that I'm used to. Like that was something that I had a problem with The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? The Walking Dead started out great until you turned around and you start just doing what the fuck you wanted to do. And a lot of these directors come out and they be like, well, they're not focused on the actual product or the actual, you know what I'm saying? Like things that's supposed to come out. They're not worried about that shit.
Yeah.
They're more worried about the fact, oh, I want to make my legacy. I want to create my vision. When it's not your vision to create, it's already there. Just make it.
That's that Snyderverse and
But there's some things in the Snyderverse I liked.
No,
like I like Man of Steel. I thought Man of Steel was great.
Yeah. I like that movie. The Batman vs Superman, I was Snyderverse
Batman
Justice
vs
League.
Superman was shit. Didn't watch Justice League.
You didn't watch it? Snyderverse? It's not okay.
I tried to watch both of them. They were both ass.
It was long, so it was something I could just watch.
I ain't watching nothing for 4 hours, bro.
I did, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I watched it.
You get my applause because I couldn't do it. You better than me. Couldn't do it. I watched it the first time in the theaters and I said, nope. I'm good.
Dear Hollywood. Dear Hollywood. Holly G says we need something new. Need something to refresh us.
I need something to clean my palate, bro.
But then again, everything is comic book now.
I need something to cleanse my palate. I think the last movie that really cleansed my palate the way I wanted it to was The Whale with Brandon Fraser.
Yeah, we spoke about that one.
Yeah. That was the last really good movie that could really cleanse my palate. But, whatever.
Hey, before you go.
Yes, sir.
Joe Budden.
Oh, got to talk about Joe and podcasting. So Joe came out recently and said that he's happy that a lot of people who have been celebrities who have been diving into the world of podcasting, he's happy that they have fallen off and that there is no money in podcasting. It takes time. I'm agree with him on that. I don't agree with Joe on a lot of shit. All right? Let's keep it real. I'm not the biggest Joe Budden fan.
Yeah.
You know, but in this situation, he's right.
I think the world of podcasting is getting, I ain't know, to be honest, I ain't know when I started, I ain't know there was a lot of people doing it. And I ain't know it was a lot of people that had ideas of doing it.
Right.
When I look at podcasting, though, Joe Budden, even though he's speaking on his world only, which is the celebrity world, and I understand he said everybody try to get into it, they're not getting into it. That's cool. I kind of feel that way about it locally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what y'all doing it for? Like, I had a purpose to do a podcast, bro. Everybody was rapping. I wanted to use my voice differently.
Mm.
You know, I understood when I first started this shit.
It may not take off the way you wanted to.
Hell no. I knew.
I get it.
Yeah, I knew people weren't going to like it. People weren't going to support it.
Yeah, especially your own people.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know?
But I said, hey, this is something I want to do. It's something I actually invested in. Equipment, microphones, time.
Mm-hmm.
And I make sure I still do invest time. So I think consistency is the key.
It is. I agree with you.
You know,
it is. I think when it comes down to podcasting, it has to be, for me, it's something that I believe is a passion. I started out, you know, as a streamer. You know what I'm saying? I was a Twitch streamer. You know what I'm saying? I still kind of stream on Twitch every once in a while. Shout out, you know, Official Highly Gaming on Twitch. But I started out as a Twitch streamer. And I was getting a lot of traction because I had built a community and I just started turning around and just grabbing people and bringing them in. And we would do raids and all that stuff. And so I kind of got used to it. And so I figured, well, why not start building out my platform?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Making it a little bit different, making it a little bit more personal, making it, you know what I'm saying, something that I like to do. And me and Prince, we were, cool. We would have banter on Xbox and shit like that on Xbox Live. We talking shit, having fun. And we just was like, well, fuck it. Why not just have a podcast? We talk shit all the time. Why not?
I'm in a barbershop.
Right.
I did it in a barbershop. I said, hey, listen, man.
You feel me?
I said, we doing all this talking. We having fun here, having good conversation. Let's put it on. Let's record this shit.
Let's just record.
Let's start something.
Yeah. And that's where it comes from. But I also knew there was a high chance that this shit could fail. There's a high chance I ain't going to get no money from this shit. And I still know that for right now. You know what I'm saying? Joe Rogan didn't get big until his 800 episode.
You hear me?
Joe Rogan did not get big until his 800 episode. That's all I'm going to say.
I think he has the number one podcast.
And he's one of the number one podcasts in the country.
Shout out to Gillian Wallow, because I think they up there too.
Yeah, I fucks with Gillian Wallow. I listen to them. Shout out to the Trap Nerd podcast as well. I fucks with them. And I want to shout out my local homies and shit like that. I want to shout out Domo and the Dom Trap, because I fucking stay in that motherfucker all the time, man. Shout out to his people like Lex and all them, because they got shit going. And, shit, hell, we have shit going.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Our people, we know local. Keep it a brick, you know what I'm saying? Unlatch, you know what I'm saying? Coffee meets mama, all that shit. It takes time, is the point that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
It's not always about the destination. It's about the journey. And podcasting, I personally believe, is a journey.
Listen, the more time you put in there, the more wisdom you get. A dream doesn't work if you don't.
That's it.
We're going to end it on that right there.
We're going to end it on that, man.
A dream does not work if you don't.
The dream does not work if you don't. All right, folks. Well, that is our time for the fucking day. Again, sorry for the absence. I know we've been kind of silent, but we've been busy. We got lives outside of shit, and we handling business. And if you want to get in contact with us and talk to us, you can reach us at Keep It Brick on Instagram. Yes, it's kind of silent over there, but we always lurking. You can hit us. You can hit me up at Highly Gaming on Instagram. You can also fuck with me on Twitch, official Highly Gaming. I may come on. You never know. I may be on there soon. Maybe playing some shit.
Hey, you know where to catch me at Shop Talk. Shop_Talk podcast on Instagram. We'll walk on Facebook in the ghetto, as I always is. In the ghetto. I'm always with Keeping a Brick, man. Holla at us, man.
My man stay on Keeping a Brick.
And I don't really scream, but I do play 2K, cash only, 0228 on PlayStation Network. So holla at me. Yeah.
Holla at him. So there it is. So, all right, on that note, we are out. We will definitely see you guys next week.
Enjoy your week.
Appreciate y'all fucking with us. Keep fucking with that YouTube over there. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
See you next week. Peace.